All right, everybody ready? Our guys were excited to play. We had respect for SMU. They have a talented group. Watching them on film, it jumps off, and they came here undefeated and just had a great win at Mississippi State. And our guys, played well in Bahamas, but we had to put that behind us. And I thought, a little bit, we were a little lethargic and a little bit out of it, but just the toughness of some of the guys kind of carried through. Tyler Tanner was terrific, and it was making plays all over the court, steals, threes, assists, and we really needed it. Frankie was in foul trouble, and we leaned on him. And also, I thought Jalen Washington gave us tremendous energy plays, and whether it's blocks or hustle and things like that. And so, really proud of the growth he's had, and our team's off to a good start. I wanted to get through this segment. We got exam break coming up and kind of see where we are and the things that we got to, really hone in. I know 3 of our next 5 are on the road against really good teams. So we want to get better and better. We got room for improvement, but it was a good night tonight.
Questions?
Yeah, Jalen Washington has really just kind of come to life these last few games. What have you seen from him?
Well, if you watched him in the summertime, he showed everything he's showing now. And I think he got out of character a little bit some games early on. But then at the same time, he's a people pleaser, and I think he wanted to know we believe in him. And you kind of see his talent, his plays, his length, and we're going to need that. The SEC is brutal with size and athleticism. He has size and athleticism. And so the way he's playing right now, especially his energy plays, I mean, I know he didn't make a 3 tonight. He can make threes, but the block shots and the hustle for the rebounds and talking on defense, I think he gave us great energy tonight that our energy probably wasn't where it was supposed to be. But at the same time, I do think we had a good crowd tonight. I thought the crowd kind of picked our energy up too and helped us in some segments.
So Tyler Nickel goes up for the dunk in transition. Duke Miles running on the baseline, jumps with him. You ever seen that?
I still didn't see it. I do know Duke got warned. Here's what's going on with these guys. They really care about each other, and they're happy for each other's success. And that's one of the things that we've done really well right now. We're unselfish, and we make plays for teammates. They're happy for each other, and that's part of a team. And this is hard to put a team together in this day and age with everybody coming in and coming out. And we tried to do the best we could to vet and find people who care about winning, care about each other, and these guys have really done that so far.
Did you expect Chandler to play this much early? And if so, have you been, what have you seen from him?
Yeah, I think I told you guys, and I might not have my head's. I think I told you guys early in the season. I think he's going to break in the rotation, and he just does things right now that we need. He's tough. He can guard. He can make plays, and I think he had a big segment in the first half. I thought that was a segment our energy dropped, and he came in the game and made a huge play. He got a rebound, fell on the floor, and then dropped it off, I think, to AK, and just what a big time play. And so he's going to keep growing and keep developing. He's young. He just turned 18 years old, but we're excited about him.
Coach, the jump from freshman year Tyler to sophomore year Tyler has been so impressive. Tell me about, sort of speak to his growth from year 1 to year 2 and how that exploded tonight.
Well, it started with the end of season meeting with him. I told him that, he's going to be leaned on more. And, I wanted to be enough opportunity and air in the room and things like that for him to be able to take advantage of it because I knew where he could go. And he's taking the opportunity to run. We knew that he had. I mean, tonight he was unbelievable, and you don't expect that every night. But we know his talent. We know how hard he works. He stands for all the right things. He's cheering on other guys when they make plays, and then tonight was his night. But he's a young guy too, so I think he's just scratching the surface. What you're seeing now is his aggressiveness on offense. And he's finding kind of holes and niches and things like that to be able to get in there. And then also I think, too, sometimes we play another passing guard with him, and I think they can find him sometimes for threes and be able to make plays for him.
And
Mark, he's still using his hands, getting his hands on balls and getting steals. How valuable does that help him as he rounds out his game?
It makes me look good. And so it's like I get zero credit for that. That's his maybe his mom or dad, but his on-the-ball defense, instinctual. He usually gets one or two of them a game, and they're huge plays. And they kind of suck the life out of the other team. And he was doing it tonight. You know, Frankie was been doing that. He got in some foul trouble. But our defense starts and stops with those guards up top. And he starts our defense just like him and Frankie do, and then the rest of the guys can kind of match their energy.
Feels like this was probably the most size you guys have seen so far this season. How do you feel like you all handled that?
Well, I don't know how big St. Mary's looked on TV, but when you see them in person, they don't look. Some of them don't look human. So the last two games, and they got great size. So the last two games, and the big fella for them tonight, I thought he was good. You know, coming into the game, we didn't think they would really rely on him to be a post scorer, and we didn't want to double him. We wanted to kind of stay locked on the shooters, but I thought they did a good job going inside, and I think Devin's comments was he was better than all of us thought. You know, I thought he played really well tonight.
Coach, as you mentioned, the crowd really showed up at this one. How did that improved turnout really affect the game?
Yeah, it just changes things. You can just feel the energy in there, the excitement in there, and you know, my thing with the crowd is they're a part of this, and you know, our guys play and they love playing for Vanderbilt and the alumni and the fans, the students, and they want to share this journey with them. And so when people come out like tonight, they were a huge part of us. And whether we got down a couple times or bringing excitement, Memorial, you know, felt good tonight, and a big credit to them.
You guys had 20 assists, 5 turnovers. As a longtime head coach, how happy does that stat make you?
Yeah, that was a big point of emphasis coming to the game. We talked about ball security and ball toughness. And, you know, they had a game this year, they forced 32 turnovers. And that's what they do. Their guards are really active. And so that's been a huge point of emphasis. And I'm playing guys that should be able to do that. But the assist shows we're sharing the ball and making shots. And then we want to get a shot every possession. So our points total will go up because we're shooting a good percentage. We don't turn it over.
Did you talk to the guys about this being a challenge? And obviously, you want to win every game, but as a conference, you know, and as a group of coaches in the conference, you guys, it's something you guys would like to win. Obviously.
I mean, definitely everybody in the SEC wants to win. Multitude of reasons. There's obviously bragging rights, recruiting rights. You know, those things come, but really the biggest thing that comes about it is, well, you got to cheer for the other SEC teams because it helps their wins and strength of schedule and their net ranking. And so, you know, last year was incredible in the SEC because there wasn't a bad loss. You know, you didn't want too many of them. But because of what everybody did in the non-conference, there were so many quad one games, and that was strong that you right now in non-conference you cheer for the SEC, and hopefully I think we pulled it out tonight, and that's great. And then last night we did talk to the team about some of the situational stuff that happened. We talked about, you know, the Florida Duke game, in the game situation, and South Carolina, Virginia Tech, and pointed out kind of how the games were going, but we didn't want to get caught up in the energy of cheering for other teams, so we wanted to focus on ours and take care of our business.
Ruby Miller, I assume, was pretty high on the scout. Just what did you see from him watching him prior to today?
Yeah, he's a terrific guard. He constantly puts pressure on the defense. He's trying to score. He's trying to attack. He's quick. And I thought Tyler Tanner, you know, he did great on offense. I thought he did a good job on defense with him and, you know, didn't stop him. But I just think made things tough for him. We wanted to wear him down. And we knew he had to do so much, whether it was points and assists and things like that. And we thought we had a multitude of guards to throw at him. He was really good, but I think we did probably the best we could have done on him. You're not going to stop a great player like that, but we did a good job of kind of just not letting him completely take over the game.
Where are you with Mason Nicholson and Mike James? Mason hasn't played a lot lately. Maybe he's at I think just getting back in shape. And with Mike, I don't think he played in the Bahamas or tonight. Where are you with those guys?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the rotation is not permanent, and we're getting guys going. You know, we got 8 days before our next game. 10 days. We got 10 days before our next game, and a lot of guys are going to be making pushes. Mason, you know, had one illness. He's coming back from a head cold right now, and we need to get another big ready. And so in these next 10 days, we're trying to get either Mason or Leverett ready, maybe both of them, but we're going to need one of them. And we used them a little bit sparingly, but I hope the role grows for them. And Mike James is kind of stuck. He's going to get his opportunity. He's looking better and better in practice, and I'm comfortable playing him right now, but some of the other guys are playing well, but his time will come.
Anything else?
All right, thanks, guys.